Hello, welcome to Cryptic Talk today. Is cryptocurrency a good investment? Cryptocurrency is a good investment if you want to gain direct exposure to the demand for digital currency and the projects or businesses they facilitate. Several publicly traded companies can provide limited exposure to the cryptocurrency market, such as Square, PayPal, MicroStrategy, or CME Group. But those investments won't come with the same focus on a cryptocurrency or blockchain project as investing directly in a crypto asset. Whether crypto assets pay off for investors will ultimately be determined by whether they achieve wide-scale adoption. Bitcoin, for example, is seen by many as an investment akin to gold. Unlike fiat currencies such as the US dollar and Japanese yen, which can seemingly be printed at the will of politicians, Bitcoin has a maximum supply of just under 21 million coins. Many investors thus view Bitcoin as a scarce asset that could increase in value as fiat currencies depreciate. Others believe Bitcoin could eventually gain extensive use as a digital form of cash, with some going so far as to say it has the potential to become the first truly global currency. Ethereum, meanwhile, wants to serve as a global computing platform. It serves as a launchpad for decentralized applications, or dApps, which are open source and not controlled by a single organization. Ethereum allows the use of smart contracts, which have their terms written directly into code and can be executed automatically. These technologies could disrupt massive industries such as real estate and banking and potentially create entirely new markets. If Bitcoin and Ethereum can achieve these aims, then investors who buy their tokens today will likely be richly rewarded in the years ahead. But there are many other projects competing with these cryptocurrency leaders, and their success is not assured by any means. Are there better investments than cryptocurrency? There are other ways to potentially profit from blockchain technology besides investing directly in cryptocurrencies. One solid option is to buy the stocks of companies that are rapidly adopting this game-changing tech. As we have mentioned, Square and PayPal are offering cryptocurrency services to their users, and both of these digital payment leaders are well positioned to benefit from the rising usage of Bitcoin and other digital assets. Investing in CME Group, which operates one of the largest Bitcoin futures exchanges, is another great way to profit from the growth of digital asset trading. Of course, which of these options is best for you is something you'll need to decide for yourself. Bitcoin is at the very high risk end of the investment spectrum. First, price of cryptocurrencies is volatile. Second, you could lose money. Third, not much is known about many of them. Fourth, some can go bust. Fifth, others could be scams. Sixth, some people have reported problems accessing their money due to technical issues. Occasionally, one may increase in value and produce a return for investors. Mark Hipperson, chief executive of crypto platform Ziglu, argues the case for digital coins going mainstream. With more and more big brands such as Tesla and Starbucks accepting crypto, there now seems to be little doubt that one day soon crypto will be accepted at as many places as traditional currencies. As with any investment, do your due diligence and don't pin all your hopes on one company or one cryptocurrency. Spread your money around so you spread the risk and only invest what you can afford to lose. Is there a less risky way of investing in crypto? Stable coins could be a less risky way of investing in cryptocurrency, according to Gavin Brown, Associate Professor in Financial Technology at the University of Liverpool. Stablecoins continue to develop and be the potential solution to the problems of volatility and credibility for crypto assets. In contrast to cryptos, stablecoins have actual assets behind them, like regular currencies. DAI and TUSD are two of them and are both backed with the US dollar. DAI is hosted on the Maker platform, and crypto platforms can also be safer to invest in than the actual currency. Risk is therefore low, but gains are very low or nil too. Brown points to Tether, the largest stablecoin, backed by $1 per coin and which topped the $50 billion mark on 26 April 2021, but warns that potential investors shouldn't necessarily see Tether as the next big thing. In theory, it won't ever be worth more than $1, but it's potentially an interesting option for any varied portfolio to include Tether. It could be a slice of stability if things start to suffer. The stablecoin has not been without controversy either, being fined by the New York Attorney General and banned from the state the year. According to Brown, it could also be less risky to make long-term investments in the companies associated with cryptocurrencies. For example, shares in First is Facebook, planning to launch a currency called Diem, formerly Libra. Second is JP Morgan, which has the digital JPM coin, equal in value to the US dollar. Third is Wells Fargo, which is developing a US dollar-linked stablecoin. There are also some funds and investment trusts that have exposure to cryptocurrencies, which is a less risky way of investing than buying the currencies themselves. Where can I buy cryptocurrencies? Coinbase and Binance are two of the world's largest Bitcoin trading platforms. They are touted as the easy and fast way for new users to purchase various cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Other ways to buy include the digital currency app Ziglu and on the investment platform eToro. Gemini, founded by the Winklevoss brothers, is a crypto exchange that allows customers to buy, sell, and store cryptocurrencies. It was recently awarded an operational license by the Financial Conduct Authority and is regulated by the New York State Department of Financial Services. What are the fees? If you want to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos and sell them again, there will be several fees such as transaction fees, deposit fees, withdrawal fees, trading fees, escrow fees. These usually cost a few % of the total transaction value. What about a Bitcoin fund? Several companies are planning to launch Bitcoin funds, though have run into difficulties with regulatory agencies so far. The main purpose is to facilitate the investing process into crypto and make the asset class more attractive. It will still be volatile, but it could be easier to sell your investment and get your money back than investing directly. There are a few ways to get exposure to cryptocurrency with existing investment funds. For example, Refer Investment Company, an investment trust, announced in December 2020 that it had allocated 2.5% of its portfolio to Bitcoin. Invesco Elwood Global Blockchain Exchange Traded Fund uses the Elwood Blockchain Global Equity Index to track a basket of companies deemed to have the potential to participate in the blockchain ecosystem. Its top 10 holdings include Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing and Samsung. What are Bitcoin options? Bitcoin options are a form of financial derivative that gives you the right but not the obligation to buy or sell Bitcoin at a set price at or before a certain date of expiry. This set price is known as the strike price. Unlike buying Bitcoin cryptocurrency outright, Bitcoin options enable you to take a speculative position up or down on the future direction of a market price. You would buy a call option if you believe the market price would increase. If your prediction was correct and the market price increased above the Bitcoin option's strike price, you would be able to buy Bitcoin at the pre-specified price. How far the Bitcoin price rose past the strike price determines how much profit you would make. If your prediction was wrong and the price of Bitcoin fell, you could let the options contract expire worthless and only lose the premium you paid to open the trade. Bitcoin options have been trading on cryptocurrency exchanges for a while, but were not regulated. Now, Bitcoin options are being slowly introduced by some regulated institutions. As we have already established, just like any other currency, cryptocurrency is simply a place to park money. It cannot be considered an investment. What is investment? Investment is anything that you buy or hold today that has the ability to generate cash flows in the future, even if you don't sell it in the market. For example, you buy a house, never sell it, but it keeps generating rental. You buy a farm, never sell it, but you keep generating cash by selling the farm produce. You buy a company, never sell it, but it keeps generating profits. When you buy gold, fiat currency, or cryptocurrency, their prices just fluctuate in the market. These fluctuations give an impression that they are good or bad investments, but they themselves do not produce anything. Also, it is worth understanding that a currency should never be a good investment, else people would not use it for buying things. When you know that if you don't use cryptocurrency to buy a laptop and hold it with you, Bitcoin will appreciate much more than what you could have made by using the laptop. You would never use Bitcoin to buy anything. For people to accept anything as a currency, it should be very stable. Many argue that someday in the future, Bitcoin will be stable and would have the characteristics of a good currency. Even if we assume that cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin will become stable, we are ignoring the fact that the central banks would not be able to control the supply of Bitcoin in the market. Unless the central banks have control over the supply of a currency in the market, they would not be able to control inflation and deflation during an economic boom or burst, which will be detrimental for the economy. Thank you for watching. Stay with Cryptic Talk Today for more.